Our 40 minutes for the question and answer session is over, but there's a brother there who's been asking a question for a long time, so I've been told that I should give him a chance.
So thank you. Thanks for the debate. My question to Jonathan. So we know from the Abrahamic religions that God sent many messengers over a long period of time, and never in our life have we ever claimed, like Moses or any other prophet before Moses, that they are God themselves. So for a Christian to come and say Jesus is a specialist example, I think the evidence has to be on your claim, and you have to provide conclusive and solid evidence. So from what I understand of your presentation is you're saying the Son of Man, Matthew 11, where Jesus is more than a prophet, and a few others are reasons why Jesus is God. But as Shabir is making examples, there's also doubt in this area, because Jesus is saying, of myself I can do nothing, I with the finger of God. He doesn't know the day of judgment. So if there is any doubt in the divinity of Jesus, we should essentially reject it, because like in our, you say the asl at the foundation is that all prophets are just prophets and man, and for me to come as an exception, there has to be something without any doubt. So that's my question. Also, sorry, quickly as well, when at Matthew 11, Jesus is more than a prophet. Even in Islam, we have Jesus as like ulul azm. Jesus is one of the mightiest messengers of God, one of the special five. So even the most you can say is Jesus is a great messenger, very exalted, but not God.
I'm not sure what your comment is with Matthew 11, because in Matthew 11 he identifies himself as God, as the one who's to come after the messenger of Malachi 3, who Malachi identifies as Yahweh himself. And moreover, in verse 27 of Matthew 11, he says that he's the only special and unique Son of God, the only expression and revelation of God the Father to mankind. Now, as to the question of the clarity of Jesus' self-understanding, I think it's very clear. I mean, certainly to the Jewish audience it was clear, because in many occasions they picked up stones to stone him, and in fact the high priest of Jesus' trial in trial narratives tore his robes, because he had spoken blasphemy. He had made himself out to be God. In John chapter 5, it, for example, says that the Jews sought over the more to kill him because he was making God out to be his own father, thus making himself equal with God. And so in John 8:58, after he says, Abraham rejoiced to see my day, he saw it and was glad, and the Jew says, you're not yet 50 years old, you've seen Abraham? And he says, I've held the truth before Abraham was born. Ego eimi, I am, which is a direct reference back to Exodus 3:14, and also in Isaiah 43:10-11, where Yahweh is identified as the ego eimi, I am. And it doesn't make grammatical sense in the Greek, and so it's clearly an allusion to that. And also in John 18, it's very clear the allusion, because when the soldiers come to arrest Jesus and they say, we're looking for Jesus of Nazareth, and he says, ego eimi, and they fall with their faces to the ground, because that's he says the divine name. He's identified as Yahweh, and Jonathan can point there by highlighting that particular point. Jesus also appears to Isaiah 43:10-11, for example, in John 8, he says that unless you believe that I am, ego eimi, you will die in your sins, which is an allusion also to Isaiah 43:10-11. There's many other examples that we give.
Notice how many statements Jonathan is able to pull from John's Gospel, thus illustrating my point. That's where the Christians are getting it from. It's the later development. But the questioner is right. You have to have the definition of God. And if the definition of God is he's all-knowing, and now it's proved that Jesus is not all-knowing, you can't excuse him by saying, oh, but, he just put his all-knowing nature in his subconscious. But that's like everybody here. If I ask you, are you God? You say yes. Okay, tell me what's the capital of a country, and you don't know it. And you say, well, you put that in your subconscious. Okay? So when we deal with the death of Jesus, he said, well, the soul doesn't die. Well, then that's like everybody. So a human being dies. Okay, his soul didn't die, just his flesh died. Okay, somebody comes and says, I am God. I think that means he cannot die. We can't kill him. As they said about the monster in Batman versus Superman, he is unkillable. Okay, in fact, he was still killable. But at the time, they thought he was unkillable. That's what we think God is. Now, if they kill the guy and they say, oh, but you didn't kill his soul, he's God. That could be anybody. Thank you.